buttering. I'm here, you're here. And facial masks will be everywhere. A new major announcement by the Biden camp overnight confirms a new order for facial masks across transportation mechanisms in the United States. The breaking news I have this morning for you. Meantime, congressional leaders and the Biden camp met with individuals involved with stimulus to get it pushed through quickly next week. How will it get done? What are the deal provisions and what you should expect for? I have in this recording as well. Meantime, is there the possibility that we see Plan B being pushed more forward to the front? Remember, there's Plan A, the stimulus bill, and Plan B, the reconciliation. I'll go over that part as well. And is there concern about a filibuster? I'll have those details in this recording additionally. Meantime, I'll be answering some of your incredible 2,000 questions from yesterday's recording. The toast is toast and the butter is buttering. I'm here, you're here, and this is Mornings LALATE, direct from Los Angeles on a Saturday morning, just before about 9 o'clock on the West Coast. The sun is coming in really strong, as you can see this morning. Let me sort of break up the light and see how we can get some natural light in there. There we can go. I think that helps you for viewing purposes. It's a strong day with strong light. The rain has stopped in Los Angeles, at least for, the next 10 seconds. So people with San Francisco hairstyles are in better shape today because the hair's going to look better because there's less rain. If you're at the casino and you lost your way home from your way to the highway, I don't know. But the debate ran on last night. Big debates on social media all last night. Not about your stimulus, but rather, is that a dancing pear or a dancing bear? It's a dancing pear. I had to stop that debate. It's a dancing pear. It's not a dancing bear. And with that, enjoy as a member of this channel a new emoji launched overnight as a dancing pear. Or as Anne in the live chat last night on Hazard Pay said, what is that? Is that an avocado? Of course, on Home LA, our midday lighthearted show yesterday, Anne recommended avocado ice cream. I think I'll get to avocado ice cream at the moment in which I can digest that there's no FPUC retro. I still can't digest that Joe doesn't want to do FPUC retro, and I still can't digest avocado ice cream. That's just not, I don't know. So thank you for joining me on a lighthearted, easy breezy, great news morning on Saturday morning, and now you're already hungry. Pears, avocados, and there you go, and donuts. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. This is the best darn channel out there. In fact, it's probably the only channel out there. Lori Lopez with the dancing pear. If you see a dancing pear like Lori's, share that, kill the dancing pear emoji. There is Jerry killing the dancing pear emoji. So that is a dancing pear. If you are a member of the community, you saw the blow up. You also saw it on Twitter, actually, the enlarged version of the dancing pear. It's a dancing pear in the disco club, in the nightclub, in the disco club. It actually looks like an LA nightclub that I actually know. I don't want to say the name on air, but it's actually a pear in the nightclub, and there's a disco ball, and there are people dancing around the pear. So, dancing pear. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Like this video. It's free to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button on the front of this channel. Trying to add another 5,000 subscribers about the next week. Let's do it. Let's get to 380. Let's do it. 380. Let's do it in 2 weeks. 380,000 subscribers. Also, like this video. Sandy is our like queen. She will get on you if there's like 2,000 people in the room and 100 likes. She will get on you. She's my like queen. And also consider becoming a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. The link to become a member is in the description and also in the top of the chat. And for my Instagram viewers, if you're getting overexposed because of the light, I apologize. Candy with another dancing pear. We are killing the dancing pears. We're only 4 minutes in this video. What'd I miss? You missed a lot of pears getting their groove on. Missed a lot of pears backing it up. Backing it up. The pear shuffle. The pear shuffle. To the left pear. To the right pear. You're missing a lot of dancing pears. Someone's tuning and says, what is he doing on that channel? I just talked about pears. I want to know and I gave my check. There's Thank you with the dancing bear. Cat with the dancing bear. The donut guy at this point is saying, can you stop with the damn dancing? Just tell me when I want my check. I just want to know when I'm getting my check. Is the check coming? Is it coming in my bank account tomorrow? I don't want to hear about a pear. I don't eat fruit. I only eat donuts. I don't like anything healthy like a pear. I want donuts. Maybe it's a dancing donut, but I don't like. So let's get to the breaking news. A new order announced overnight by Joe Biden now takes an effect. The issue of the pandemic head on. A new order will take effect at 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time on Monday, requiring face masks to be worn by all travelers on airplanes, ships, trains, subways, buses, taxis, ride shares, that's Uber, Lyft, and all transportation hubs like airport buses or ferry terminals, trains, and subway stations. This is coming from a CDC order. It's 11-page order, which I'm not going to read on air because it's 11 pages. Requiring masks on our transportation systems will protect America. Yes, well, that is very well needed. There you go. But the big news, of course, is stimulus. Joe Biden and leading Democrats had a meeting yesterday about his $1.9 trillion stimulus bill. Now, when I say bill, I'm referring to Plan A. I'm referring to really the only plan there should be. I refer to the bill itself. The bill, the $1,400 stimulus check, 3,200 adult dependents, $1,400 for children, $400 of FPUC, not retro going forward. No SSI and SSDI of $200 to be seen, hide, or hair. UIPUA extended to September. A business grant, a business loan, a $1,700 student aid gift, $1,400 a week up to paid sick leave per individual, and a series of tax credits. That's the bill we're referring to. Plan B is not particularly a good plan. It's the reconciliation idea. So Harris and Biden met with top economic advisors Friday. And Biden said, you have to act now. There is no time to delay. That's a direct quote via New York Times. Biden also told his task force, the risk is not doing too much. The risk is not doing enough. He has certainly seen some resistance from GOP leaders. I mean, that's no surprise. Of course, there's going to be resistance from someone. We have advocacy on the issue. Also, we don't have resistance, but we have advocacy. As the Purple Power follows this channel, our advocacy is FPUC needs to be retro. We need SSI and SSDI and Social Security at $200 a month as promised. We need the add-on of $2,000 plus a $1,400 stimulus check. We need things that are needed in this pandemic, whether or not they were promised, but they were promised. They are not only promised, but they're also really needed. So this is what CNBC is reporting this morning. Thank you, Danny V, for the $5 for the super chat, and Danny is killing it with the hashtag FPUC Retro. 3 hashtags at least. You can do more. Hashtag FPUC Retro, hashtag SS200, and hashtag MSE. And I really, really do thank the followers of this channel, even everyone that watches this channel who went on to Twitter yesterday and said, I've never been on Twitter. I'm 65 years old. I figured it out because of you, Elliot, and I need my voice to be heard. Amen. I love that. There's concern, however, what will go on with the other side when it comes to a vote. They need support of at least 10 Republican senators to avoid a filibuster. Oh boy. Okay, we're getting problems here. We need 10 Republican senators to avoid a filibuster. Candy, I missed those. Candy, and then Chris with a double dancing pair. They're dancing with themselves. Dancing with themselves to the side. Dancing pair from Candy and Chris. Chris and Candy. It sounds like a Y&R, Young and the Restless. Young and the Restless scene. Candy and Chris talk about the dancing pair coming up at 12 o'clock on Young and the Restless. There we go. So they need 10 Republican senators to avoid a filibuster. Ooh, that is interesting. Although some parts, like the $1,400 stimulus check, which should be $2,400, could pass with just Democrats' 51 votes via the reconciliation process. Let's do that slower. So you have Plan B and you have Plan A. Plan B, they can get the stimulus checks. Can we say checks? Let's say checks with a lot of S's at the end. Checks. Hey Tammy, welcome to Becoming a Purple Hawk. I'm really excited you joined us. How are you, Tammy? Welcome to the family. Everyone, welcome Tammy. We do not have dancing donuts. That's the donut guys thing. We do it healthy here. We do dancing bears. The plan B would say, hey, we could just do a stimulus check by reconciliation. But, that doesn't solve a lot of problems. Doesn't solve FPUC, doesn't solve SSI and SSDI, doesn't solve hazard pay, doesn't solve a lot of things. I mean, and the fact that it's a $1,400 stimulus check, maybe it was a $10,000 stimulus check, we would be totally fine with just the reconciliation Plan B. Remember, Plan B doesn't allow them to put everything in there. They can only do a little teeny tiny. They can just do a little thing, like a Marco Rubio-ish tiny Marco Rubio Ito, a little tiny bit bill. They can't do everything they need to do, and that's no bueno. You need everything in there. And so that's why Plan B is not particularly good. On Friday, the president made clear his top priority was doing this. And if he doesn't get the Republicans on board, tough loco. I'm going forward. I support passing COVID relief with support from Republicans if we can get it, but the COVID relief has to pass. No ifs, ands, and buts. It was just what was it? I actually have it on the computer. It was just a week ago. He says, I always want the spirit of bipartisanship. I know how to work both sides of the aisles. I know how to get people on the other side to agree with me. It's easier to agree than not agree. That was that. 7 days later, he's like, to hell with you. I'm just doing what I want to do. My way or the highway. I'm the president. So much for that, that just 7 days in, he's just, oh God, those people, it's just, I can't deal with this. 1,000 people in the room. Wow, that was fast. So he said, no ifs, ands, or buts. Well, he put B-U-T-S, not two T's, one T. Then his press secretary spoke yesterday. We're taking a number of creative steps. We take a number of creative steps. The lambada, the merengue, the salsa, the we're taking a lot of creative steps here in the White House. Oh, they've heard about the dancing pair. They're doing the tango. They're doing they're trying other steps. They've watched Dancing with the Stars. They now understand the other steps. And there is Tad with 11. Thank you, Tad with 11. I really appreciate it. Tad killing the 11, always at the 13 to 16 minute mark. Catherine Cortez, ¿cómo estás? Everyone welcome Catherine to the room. How are you? Everyone welcome Catherine to the room. And welcome to this family, wonderful family. 1,100 people in the room. That's a lot. That's a lot. Sandy, tell them to get those likes up. Everyone, if you're in this room, like the video. 396, but almost 1,200 people in the room. So get those likes. There we go. 400, 402, 403. Get those likes going. 411. Yeah. Let's go like, says Candy. Amen. Press secretary says, we're working on other creative steps. I know a creative step, Joe. Let me just give you my checkbook. Here, Joe, just sign the check. Yes, dear America, $3,000 stimulus checks every month, for the next 12 months. Certainly his preference would be to be on a plane and fly around the country. What? What does that mean? Yeah. Nancy Pelosi spoke yesterday. So Nancy Pelosi spoke yesterday. What do you think Nancy spoke about yesterday? Before I read Nancy's quote, which actually I have not read yet myself, what do you think Nancy spoke about yesterday? It's Friday. I'm surprised she's in Washington on Friday. She usually takes the private jet, flies home, and gets that $12 ice cream, looks at the fridge. The fridge misses her, the $20,000 fridge. Hi, fridge. Does the fridge have its own YouTube account? Does the fridge have its own Instagram account? Hey, Peter Paul, what's going on? Peter Paul. Peter Paul is in the room. Hopefully, Mary joins us next. Hello, Peter Paul. Thank you for becoming part of this family. I'm really excited for you joining this family. Where's the moolah? So maybe Nancy said, "Where's the moolah?" Nancy said something on Friday. I'm surprised she's even in Washington. She just, she has to go home and get that hair, go to that hairstylist to make it look the same. Have to make it look the same, always. Always. So Nancy spoke on Friday. Let's see what she said. Did she say question the virus? Did she say children going hungry? Did she say imminent? Let's see what she said. We want it to be bipartisan always, but we can't surrender if they're not going to be doing that. We have to be ready. That's sort of boring, Nancy. I miss 2020 Nancy with those expressions like crush the virus, children going hungry, have some ice cream. It's just, that was a boring Nancy. Okay. Then Mitch McConnell spoke overnight as well. I wonder what Mitch said before we get to Mitch's quote. He was probably asking about the lobsters. We never saw that lobster bill, by the way. I don't know what happened to Mitch McConnell's lobster bill. Now that Chuck Schumer's in charge of the Senate, if you don't recall. Chuck Schumer's in charge of the Senate, so Chuck Schumer calls the bills for a vote. And so, unfortunately, you're not going to see that lobster bill from Mitch McConnell ever get called for a vote. Maybe not even my lifetime. I'm just really disappointed. We were all clawing for the lobster bill to be called to a vote. But now it's sort of baked and it's baked and battered. The bill was just battered up. So that lobster bill ain't going to be, is like another fish in the sea at this point. Not going to happen. It's just really, it's going up river at this point, the lobster bill. So Mitch talked yesterday. It was fried. The lobster bill was fried. It was just not gonna happen. So Mitch did talk yesterday about the bill, and he said, as early as next week, we will begin the process of considering a very strong COVID relief bill. Oh, well, that's real nice. I like the new Mitch. The new Mitch seems to at least he tries to look like he's helpful. Who knows if he's helpful. But at least when he gives a press conference, he seems to look like he's helpful. So there we go. Thank you, Mitch. I know as soon as I say that, the instant I say that, someone's going to say, you're such a Mitch lover. You used to hate Mitch. Now you just kiss him all the time. I don't kiss Mitch, but I just smell that tweet coming in like 10 seconds from now. You love Mitch. I don't love Mitch at all. I just said, I like that comment. That was a nice comment, Mitch. People just hear one word and they're like, and why do you always talk about Nancy's hair? Your hair ain't that great either. Well, no, it is not. But Schumer spoke yesterday as well. If our Republican colleagues decide to oppose this urgent and necessary legislation, we'll have to move forward without them. Okay, those type of quotes worry me. Not that I'm going against Chuck now, but hello. Chuck already said earlier this week that the bill is going to get called for a vote in the Senate next week. The bill was in the Senate, in the House subcommittees yesterday. Finalized in the House subcommittees. They don't give us a report because they don't care to tell us anything. We're not even from the same country as these people. The bill will now be called for a vote in the House of Representatives early next week, and then land in the Senate and be called for a vote in the Senate next week. But now Chuck is saying, well, it's important we move quickly. Yeah, Chuck, you already said you're calling the bill for a vote next week. When you say that, sort of like, why do you got to repeat it? Because you already said we're calling it for a vote. You're not changing your mind, Chuck, are you? When I hear that, I'm like, you already said what we're doing. So it's sort of like, when you're looking at your girlfriend and you say, honey, I love you. And she's like, ditto. Ditto? What do you mean ditto? Well, it's the same thing you just said. Well, say it back. What do you mean ditto? Lynette, thank you. SS200. Sandy is killing the like game. Queen Sandy is killing the like game. Keep it up, Sandy. Great job. We're at 588, 1,200, 1,300 people in the room. My lord, that's great. But keep on liking this video. There is Donna with the dancing bear. Thank you, Donna, with the dancing bear. At the 20-minute mark, if you're just tuning in, I've been going over what the reaction was from congressional leaders late yesterday as Joe Biden had emergency meetings on your stimulus bill. Well, emergency meetings, because the next path is calling for votes, and those votes are coming next week. And when those votes are called, you need to be a subscriber to this channel. Let me make something very clear, because I don't know if I made it clear enough. As you sit here right now on a Saturday morning, you have me with a virtually exclusive 30-page summary of the bill, but I don't have the bill. Why? Because the bill has been futzed with, and it's not a publicly determined document yet. When the bill is introduced to the House floor, it's going to be a public record, and it's going to be about 6,000 to 10,000 pages. It's going to be a lot of pages. The moment that bill goes live, that is not the time and place for you to simply pick up some app or somewhere that says, hey, Candy, with another dancing bear. Thank you for the dancing bear. I really appreciate it. When the bill drops, you're going to really, thank you, Donna, for the super chat. Thank you so much. When the bill drops, you're going to absolutely have to be subscribed to this channel, because at that point, I'm going to have to go over all the details of the bill provisions with you. We had such a great chat yesterday. I think it was on What the Chuck. I asked viewers, how many items are you looking for to get paid to you in this bill? And most viewers said about 3 to 5. No viewer said 1, which is absolutely wonderful. And with that, you need to know what's the eligibility, what are the months, when you're doing this to that, how much money, who applies, how you apply, where do you apply. You need to know all those details. I'm going to be the first to give it to you because I'm going to be going through the bill and showing you the bill details, and I'm going to show you the bill itself as a PDF so you can follow along as well. No one does this. No channel does anything like this, and you need to subscribe here because ultimately this is not the time or place to sit back and say, oh, I read in so-and-so newspaper that maybe it's going to maybe be sort of like that. No, no, no. You absolutely have to know exactly how it is because you have to get that money. You have to get that money. You have to be first in the door. You have to know how the application process is, what the eligibility is. It's going to be this is, you know what it's like? It's like in the summer of 2020 when I said, do the non-filer filing now with IRS because you won't be able to do it in the winter. I said, do it right now. Please don't wait. And most of you heard me. A few didn't, or they weren't subscribers then. And then, now they're saying, hi, can I do a non-filer filing? No, you had to do it back then when I said, these things, you got to pounce. You got to really pounce as a purple hawk right away when these things hit. So what day do we see the bill? I've seen those questions across the screen. I hope it's Monday or Tuesday. I mean, I really do. I will get antsy, like Nancy, if I don't see it by end of Tuesday. That's my opinion of the situation. So there we are. So I don't know why Chuck said that about, we need to move quickly. Well, you are moving quickly, Chuck. Just sort of remind us what you're doing. Don't, ditto. There were, so if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe at the front of this channel. It's free to subscribe. And let me make something very clear. You can post comments and watch videos for free, left and right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm only live when I'm live. I'm having debates with people thinking that I'm live in the middle of the night. I don't know what's going on. They think at midnight I should be still live for them. No, that's digital me. Let me explain something. When this video's over, and we're chatting here, and we have Lori, and we have Paula, and there's John, and there's Sharon. That chat window, there's an option on YouTube to either allow viewers after the video is no longer live to see what the chat said, or you take the chat away, meaning that if other viewers want to see, hey, what were they chatting about in the chat room? You leave it there so other viewers can see the chat, or to remove the chat ultimately so you don't know who I was chatting with, which doesn't make sense. So obviously, when this video is over in about 15 minutes from now, 16 minutes now, I will leave the chat there so other people who come in can see the chat. Some people are interpreting that as, oh, it's still live. I'm like, no. And there's a word underneath the video, the title, that says streamed 10 minutes ago, streamed an hour ago. That means it was finished 10 hours ago, or 10 minutes ago, or 2 hours ago. It means it's no longer live. I think it's sort of self-explanatory, but maybe it's not. It means it's not currently happening. It happened a few minutes ago. You're watching me now, right now, live. When it's done, it's going to say streamed 10 minutes ago. Is a renting utility assistance run by the federal government in the third stimulus package instead of the states? Yes. Great question, George. Yes. The one in the third stimulus package is run by the federal government, and the way it works is you apply, you give a copy of the lease, you give it to the federal government, they will approve it if everything is fine. They will then pay the rent directly to the landlord. On the first attempt, if the landlord says, I hate that person, I don't like them, I'm not taking their rent for the federal government, then the federal government has a backup plan, which is to send the money directly to you so that you pay the landlord. They sense there's that problem. I've talked about this problem a lot. Harris has written a bill about this problem. So it is a big issue where landlords don't want to take your rent. $1,400 people in the room. Wow. 700 likes. Keep on liking this video. Get it up to 1,000. 750. Let's get those likes to 1,000. Meantime, if you've not subscribed, consider subscribing and become a member. The member link is in the top of this chat, in the pinned comment, and also in the description. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. So let me answer some of your 2,000 questions from yesterday. Linda Reeves. Every time someone has a whim for the stimulus package, the passing gets set back another week. They need to just shut up and send it out at least $1,400. They said that. I love that. Viewers really don't like this. Another day, another week, a few more days. They just don't like it. They just want to see it going. And I think you have done that. Purple Power, the viewers of this channel, who I refer to as Purple Power, have done an exceptional job on social media. Joe Biden is clearly, his team is clearly seeing your tweets, because now, since you started with me, I think it was like around Wednesday, everything coming out of Biden's team is, we need to move fast. We need to move fast. Yeah, let's recap, because I don't do too much recaps of what happens early in the week because it's sort of old news. But around Monday and Tuesday, Joe said, we will see if we have progress in a couple of weeks. And his press secretary said, we will see if we have progress in a couple of weeks. And I said, what is this? What do you mean a couple of weeks? It needs to be done right now, right this minute. And that's why you got on social media per my urging, and you did an insanely great job. And now every comment coming out of the White House is, we're moving right now. We cannot wait any longer. So they clearly got your messaging. Now you need to continue that messages with SS200, FPUC Retro, and also MSC. Someone in the chat screen just a second ago said, how does a hashtag work? Let me explain that. I know there's a lot of viewers who tune in who are older on this channel that don't use social media. So let me explain what that means. A hashtag is this thing. It's on your keyboard in the corner right. It's a hashtag. Alicia just did it. Hashtag SS200. She just wrote that symbol is called a hashtag. And then she put SS200 all together. You put it all together, no spaces. The concept of a hashtag on social media is that when you have a hashtag and a series of letters and numbers together, it's searchable. So when if this was Twitter and Kalisha posted what she just posted, hashtag SS200, and you click it, then Lisa, thank you, Lisa, for the super lemon. Lisa with the super lemon. Oh my goodness, the super lemon. Morning, flying above mountains and our superhero super lemon, and then Candy with the dancing bear. I appreciate the concept of a hashtag allows other people to search for that thing. Is a searchable item. So you want to put all your letters together. Hashtag FPC retro. Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. We're just flying here. Bessie with the dancing bear. Bessie with the dancing bear dancing this way and then dancing that way. My lord. And then Alicia with the dancing. What is he doing? Oh, he's weightlifting. The bear is weightlifting. The bear is weightlifting. And then Paul Coffey with the lemon. The lemon is now in the marching band. He's no longer Super Lemon. He's now a marching band. 890 likes and 1,500 in the room. Let's get it to 1,000 likes. Oh my goodness. So that's the concept of a hashtag. The concept of a tagging. Tagging. Can someone put the someone put on the screen at Joe Biden so someone can see what a tagging is? Can someone write at Joe Biden so someone can see what a tagging is for our older viewers? Um, a tagging means a way for that person to see your message directly. Um, I don't know. I think you can. I think you put a tagging. There we go. Thank you, Paul Coffey. So Paul Coffey just wrote at Joe Biden. That is how to tag Joe Biden. At Joe Biden or at POTUS, Potus. Tasha, everyone, welcome Tasha to the family. Welcome Tasha to the family. Thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk. That is at Joe Biden at LLA. Correct. Cindy just did at LLA. Uh, uh, um, Biden's presidential account is POTUS. Candy with another dancing bear. Candy is just Candy Frege is just killing the dancing bear this morning. This time he's drinking that sangria. I don't know. That bear certainly likes his beverages. That he did. So the at POTUS, Potus. Oh, someone just did something wonderful there. There's Danny V. At Joe Biden at POTUS. Well done. I think there's at Kamala Harris, and I think there's at VP. She for the vice president account at Press Sec. I think at Press Sec is the press secretary account. Jen Paskey, and that's how you tag them. Let me go back to some of your incredible questions and comments. That's like the Jack Daniels downtown punch. Oh yeah. So you tuned into our overnights, our New Year's Eve special. That's my drink currently. That's my quarantine, not quarantine. My what do you call it? Lockdown drink. Thank God no quarantine. Yeah, that's my lockdown drink. So I appreciate that. Um, Let's go back to some of the great, incredible 2,000 comments. If you have a comment to today's video, drop it in the comments below. Carol Ballman, not fair for the people that are working and barely making it. Amen. Peggy Welch, how easy politicians forget what the American people are owed. But let us owe the government and they're right on, like a bullseye on target. Denise Weatherrell, maybe Joe's mind is still in 2020 and meant all SSI will start this year. Lillian Martinez. They need to pay for the people from last year. They can't believe they don't have a heart. Lizzie P. The people who were unemployed last year should get the retro FPC. So what they're referring to in these comments is they're referring to the big topic we talked about yesterday. Anne Marie with another dancing bear. Thank you, Anne Marie, for the dancing bear. Oh my goodness. I really, really appreciate it. What the viewers are responding to is the lack of something, whether it's caring or mindsight or hindsight or focus, of saying, I'm going to give you FPC retro, I'm going to give you FPC under this third stimulus package bill all the way to September, which is 40 something weeks. It's 40 weeks from now to the end of September at $400 a week. It's almost $16,000. But those people who are unemployed from July to December at the worst time of the pandemic, I'm not going to give you a penny. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Michael Bierscherbach, we need multiple stimulus checks now. We do. Advocacy. Get on social media with the dancing pear, not bear. And you have an emoji for that now. You have a dancing emoji, dancing pear emoji. There you go. Louis Lechunga. Not fair. Retro unemployment since last August. Thank you, Louis Lechunga. Absolutely. Kathy Cecchini. What happened to Biden saying the stimulus check was just the start of further stimulus? Yep, he said that also. He said as many stimulus packages as you so need to get through this pandemic. Now he's not even getting one done. I mean, it's just like, come on. It's, we need a but ultimately you see what I'm doing on this one. I'm not saying, okay, I'm fine. I'll wait for the next package. No, I'm just assuming this is the only package. Why am I assuming this is the only package? Because the items in the stimulus package are going to September, December. That's pretty far out there. That's very far into the future. And Joe wrote this bill when he said that America will reopen in the next 90 days. Which is never happening. Carol with the dancing pear, I really appreciate it. Carol with the dancing pear. So I really sort of think that at this point, this, until Joe says otherwise, this may be it. This may be the pandemic bill. And there may be a bill when the pandemic's over, but this may be the pandemic bill. Still have not received anything from my kids as far as stimulus. And when will people at SSI qualify for the child tax credit? This year, there already is a child tax credit. There already is one. Lisa Greenway, people that are used to eating filet mignon for dinner can't relate to us peasants who are eating a cup of ramen noodles. Donuts 13 Racing. There should only be 2 terms for politicians, one in office and one in jail. Oh my goodness. Donna's 13 Racing. There should only be 2 terms for politicians, one in office and one in jail. Oh my Lord. There we go. 11,000 likes and 1,700 in the room. Thank you, Sandy. I love that. Sandy's doing a great job. The queen of the likes, getting those likes up. And there is, I could see that. That went flying. That was from Margie Eason. Wow, with an enormous super chat. Oh my Lord, Margie Eason with the enormous super chat with the lemon just the lemon's like that was a big one. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Everyone thank Margie for that. That was very, very kind. 1,700 people in the room with 1,100 likes. Oh my goodness. Everyone needs the help, says Samuel Jenkins. David Jones. How many more people died in a week that they're wasting messing time with Mitch McConnell? This is what makes me sick. They don't even need the Republicans in this matter anymore. Mr. Evil. This is the one and only update on these issues. Seems like the other channels copy or follow behind. Again, you're on top of your stuff, and your SH, that word. Well, I really appreciate it. This is the one and only update on these issues. Seems like the other channels copy and follow you. They do. They actually tell me they do. They don't even hide it. They're like, yeah. They watch me and then they try to repeat it and they mess it up. So that's why you're getting a $3,400 stimulus check or a $1,500 stimulus check. Like, wait, you didn't listen to my video very clearly. Or paid sick leave of $1,600 or child. Yeah, they just mess up these things all over the place. So tell everyone on those other channels, get back over here. Is there a PDF for the proposed bill out yet? Ralph, there is a summary which is too big to put into to post. There's a summary which I never posted because it's a summary, so I don't want people to think it's etched in stone because I just think that's going to cause problems. But the summary I was reduced to smaller as the first PDF. It's the January 23rd PDF, which shows you the 22 items that are proposed in the bill. So in a way, yes, that's the first PDF. I'll repost it in a few minutes right after this video. But when the bill comes out, I'm going to see if I can actually post the entire PDF of the bill. Karen Kaysen. Janet Yellen just made a statement that the people need to be taken now, not over the pandemic is over. Biden also stated that. Janet seems to say that it needs to be done now. Biden and Harris met with her. I heard her speak just before the meeting was over. Maybe someone has some sense. Yeah, someone has clearly Purple Power has done its thing. You clearly got the point on hand, which was these Zoom chats that he was doing for a week, and that this talk of looking at stuff in a few weeks is a waste of time. There's about 20 reasons why I can say it's a waste of time. One, it's not what you promised. Two, the pandemic is in a really bad situation right now. Unemployment numbers are not good. Jobless claims are really bad. And economic numbers suggest you need to do this. Third, there's a concern that the stock market's going to implode. And fourth, which is that you got that impeachment trial coming up in 2 weeks. You got to do this now before that impeachment trial. You don't do this now, that impeachment trial is going to eat up all the oxygen in about 2 weeks. Kathy, thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk. Everyone welcome Kathy to the room. Oh my goodness. And Patricia with the hippopotamus. What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing, that hippopotamus. He's just doing this thing with the hand. Hysterical. Oh my goodness. So there's like 20 reasons why you do this right now. And I don't mean 2 weeks from now. I mean literally right now. Do I get concerned? I will get concerned if they don't get to this very quickly, because we're getting into a time frame crunch. Kimley, SS 200. My two disabled kids need that extra for the kids. Yes. Kim, take out the I, so it's just SS 200, just SS 200, not SSI 200. But you can add extra hashtags if you want as well. And hazard pay, if people want to do a hashtag campaign for hazard pay, amen to that as well. If you have questions or comments to today's video, drop them in the comments below. Thank you for those 2,000 comments. Remember, it's free to watch this channel. It's free to watch this channel. It's free to comment on this channel. It's free to contact me, as you do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And we have an incredible group of half a dozen volunteers in the community that are here to help you get rent and utilities. The volunteers are in the description to this video at news.llate.com community. I have said to you for a couple days that every volunteer is volunteering their times, and some of them have medical issues. So please be respectful. Hey, Margie, thank you for a wonderful thing, a lemon. I really appreciate it. Thank you for a wonderful lemon. I really, really appreciate it. I want you to be very, very respectful to the volunteers. These volunteers have gotten viewers close to about $250,000 in rent. They've gotten them an enormous amount of rent. But along the ways, I've never said too much about the volunteers because I respect their privacy. Hey, Candy, for another super chat. Appreciate Candy with the dancing bear. I really appreciate it. And the volunteers have had their own personal issues. They don't bring to camera. I don't bring on camera because it's not part of the discussion. But along the way, some people that have gotten $5,000-$10,000 from the volunteers in December have now into January become very nasty, mean people. And they've become very, very mean people. And I don't know how someone gets $5,000 or $10,000 from a volunteer that saves them in their home, and then in January becomes a mean person and takes it out on the volunteers. Really quite not nice to talk that way. So I want you to be respectful of the volunteers. Moreover, if you reach out to a volunteer and they don't respond to you in 24 hours, understand a few of them are having very serious medical issues. I'm not going to discuss their medical issues on camera. One said today I can. I still don't feel comfortable doing that. But I want you to take all theirs, have all of them in your prayers. One of them I have now removed because the situation is so serious. But the rest of them all have medical issues, and some very, very significant, not nominal things like I don't know, gotta get the hair done or something. Very serious things. And so please be respectful of them. These are wonderful, caring people that do incredible stuff. And every blue moon, I get someone say, I didn't get a response in 24 hours. I'm like, come on. These are very wonderful people that are working in the middle of the night, coming back from their medical procedure and trying to help you. So please be respectful of these people. That's the spirit of this channel. Love the volunteers and love them back. Alicia, how's it going? I'm going good. It's a new morning. I'm so excited for you. I hope to see you all at 12 noon, maybe about 12:30. Thank you for the day. That was a long broadcast, a 48-minute broadcast. Stay informed, stay focused. I will see you back at about 12:30 with Home LLate. If you've not subscribed, Patricia with a hippopotamus doing this as well. My goodness. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Tell your friends and your neighbors to subscribe. Tell other people this is the channel to watch. And if you want to become a member, consider becoming a member. The member link's in the top of this chat, in the pinned comment, and also the description. And thank you for the new members in this video. Stay informed, stay focused, and have a great morning. I'll see you at 12 noon, and stay LA for more.